What is up, man? We are back. We made it back another week. Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what they need to do to survive. Man, shout out to everybody out there handling business. Shout out to Vegas. Vegas still hot. Shout out to Vegas. Oh, man. Shout out to all my siblings, everybody handling business, doing what they need to do. Oh, man, roll call. Shout out to the homegirl, Shawnee. Philly in the building. Erica, Florida, a.k.a. Florida. Shout out to my brother, James Youngblood, Texas in the building. Go check him out. The Mic Drop. Man, I'm getting a kind of a schedule going, so, man, soon, y'all be seeing us go live on their platforms. Those two brothers, with the exception of the people that listen to this podcast, I'll go live with y'all, but I'm not going live with everybody and trying to make connections. No, I'm trying to be true to the people that fuck with me. So, like I said, one day I'll get all my family together. You know how it is getting family together. And we might do a live so y'all can see exactly the collective minds of my family. That shit'd be funny as a motherfucker. So, yeah, I'll be doing that. And shout out to my brother Dave for No Compromise all the way in Georgia. And shout out to the homegirl Melina, a.k.a. from North Carolina, a.k.a. North Kakalaka. Man, we're going to get into it, man. It's not really a good one today, man. I saw it. I've seen some things. Rich homie Quan, man, a good dude. You never really heard nothing negative about him at all. And he was taken from us. He went to join the ancestors. So we'll be talking about this today. Let's get it. Yeah, man. I might have some audio of it, but ever since I've heard of Rich Homie Quan, and just because I didn't have the music, you know, the one thing that I noticed over the years of him being, you never heard nothing negative about him. You never heard nothing negative at all. You've always heard pretty good positive things. He did a lot of positive things in the community. He's very transparent about his struggles with different type of situations and money struggles, and he's a very transparent brother. And I'm not gonna lie, when he was on Math Hoffa's podcast, you know, I was like, man, he's being very transparent. I hope everything is okay with that brother, because, you know, sometimes these podcasts are our therapy. Black folk, we don't do the traditional go and sit and talk to a white person because they don't understand what the fuck we got going on a lot of the time. Some do. Some dominant society people know about our struggles and know, you know, and I'm pretty sure they're familiar with it. But, you know, when you go on somebody's podcast and they're vibrating, you know, at a level where you're vibrating, no matter what the vibration is, I just think it's easier. And I think when I watched him on a lot of interviews, I just started, because he would come across my YouTube feeds a lot. And because I watch a lot of YouTube, and I just noticed that he was very transparent about his struggles with money and And man, I applaud that brother, man. And we gotta miss him because he was very instrumental at being transparent about the industry and money and different type of relationships you create and his ups and his downs. And I really admired him because I was like, that brother is being very, very, very realistic. He talked about how he had it and then when he fucked it up, and I was like, man, you know, I'm just thinking like, man, we need more brothers like this. And then the ancestors was like, yep, we just gonna let him give you that and then we done. You're not getting nothing else from him. You better learn from that. And in this day and age, man, all right, we're losing a lot of young black folk, foundational black men, like, man. And I really do feel like the drugs are stronger and more potent because the food is a co-contributing factor a lot because a lot of the stuff that we choose to eat. I'm not saying I eat healthy all the time. Everybody that know me, man, I used to eat terrible for a long time. And then I finally noticed like my body was too sluggish, and you do your little research. Then you come into the Dr. Sebi and then the Tahuti Ma'ara. I heard something. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. He said something that really, really registered with me. He was like, we need more natural healers. You know, R.I.P. we had Dr. Layla Africa and Dr. Sebi. You know, the only one that I know, and I be praying every day, like, man, we need Tahuti. Y'all come to my house. I spent a lot of money with Tahuti because his stuff has really helped me out. What he says really helps you out. And I believe what Tahuti's saying. They putting all these diseases in a lot of other stuff. They put it in the air. They put it everywhere. You know what I mean? So we need our natural healers, and we need, you know, natural herbs, and we just need to have camaraderie, man. Like, it was sad to see that because he was just a good brother, man. Like, you don't have to like a person's music or overly indulge in their music to be like, hey, man, I got respect for that brother because he handles business and he's not. You never known him to be messy. You've never known him to, I would just say be negative. I think he was more just giving people his rendition of his, you know, what he sees in life and what he's went through. And it was really kind of messed me up a little bit because I was like, damn. Because he was saying real shit. That interview on Math Alpha, go check that out. He just was saying a lot of potent things that we could all learn from. And I just was like, wow. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to play a little bit of it, fair use. And hopefully we can
get NFL Sunday Ticket.
Yeah, we're not watching that though. Fuck a Sunday Ticket. Here we go. Let's see if they play it. It might not because it might be restricted, but
Facts. We got one of the guys.
Yes.
ATL.
Originators.
You heard that sound.
Yes.
That sound.
Yes.
2013.
Yes.
This guy was all I was playing in the car.
For sure.
Swear to God.
Make me feel some type
Rich
of way.
Oh,
man. Rich homie, baby. Yeah, man. This is going on, man.
And I want to play this just to give you context. I want to play this because when you watch him, you're naturally drawn to the information he's giving because it's very, very authentic. It's not contrived. It's not fake and phony. So let's just listen. Fair use.
To be here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's barbershop talk. You know what goes on in the barbershop stays in the barbershop.
Facts.
Y'all know how we do, man.
Facts. Now I gotta ask you.
Okay.
Since we on the topic of Biggie.
All right, I know where we're going. Let's go. Let's get it out of the way. Come on.
How did you fuck up that Biggie verse, bro?
All right, so let's talk. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We're keeping it.
Just listen.
It's barbershop talk. Okay. At this point, I'm hot. All right, I'm hot. I need to flex this drop.
Right.
Listen, flex this drop. You know, I'm hot. Lil' Kim called me. Lil' Kim said, Quan, you know, doing the VH1 thing, they're honoring me, I want you to perform. I asked Fab to do it, but he's going out of town. I'm like, It's Lakim. I can't tell Lakim no. Lakim, whatever you need from me, I got you. You know, I'm still thinking of the word up, pitch on her wall. I used to jack off to. You know what I'm saying? Lakim.
I just want y'all to hear that because I'm very, very transparent. Hold on, let me see if I can find more of him talking about, his struggles. Okay, here we go. Very transparent brother. Like, very transparent. Let's see. Here we go.
All right. So we get to that point.
Okay.
When do you realize, like, okay, I'm tripping? What slows you down? Because there's always that moment where it's
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna tell you. I did this show, I'm So Hot, bro. I do a show in Carolina. New Year's Eve. You know, you get paid on them type of holidays. My biggest show ever to this day. Still talking about it. It's like, I did a show, man, they gave me 120. It's like 14. Like niggas wasn't even getting 100,000 then. I get 100,000 show 2014. Fuck my mind up. So in my mind, like, he gave me 120. Oh, I don't want number 120. Nigga, I ain't doing no show for 6 months. Because my spine was set. Like, if he gave me 120, I feel like everybody can give me 120.
right.
But I'm not knowing they only do that on certain holidays. Like, I'm still learning. You see what I'm saying? Man, that was a New Year. Listen.
That was a New Year show.
Yeah, listen. Man, that 140 dropped down to the shit I was getting lower. Cause I was already like a 40 or 50.
Right.
Now, man, I'm down on that 120, 6 months went by. Man, them folks trying to give me 12,000 and shit, man.
Wow.
And I ain't got no choice but to take them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's either that or nothing. Cause you know what I mean? It's either that or like, that's how I knew my
So
mind.
wasn't nobody telling you in the meantime, like, yo, bruh, we can't wait for this.
We didn't know it was a beginning for all of us.
Right.
Like Fly, like even CIG, like there's no manual handbook. Nobody went to school to do this. Like we some street niggas that just tried something.
Listen to what he said. Nobody went to school to do this. See, and this is what I want to get an understanding of. You don't necessarily need to go to school, but that's what everybody has taught us. You got to go to school for money management. No, we just need to listen to people like Dame Dash. Shout out to Dame Dash. I like what he did too. I can't wait to ask Dave from No Compromise and James Youngblood how they like Dame Dash's response to 50 Cent, because that was a dope-ass response. But anyways, just listen to what this brother is saying. Because he's basically saying, like, hey, we didn't go to school for this. We don't know nothing about this, so we just doing what we need to do.
Work. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know what's gonna transpire. We don't know this stuff gonna happen. We don't know song, that shit was new. We just watching it from the, like, nigga from YouTube. Oh, boy, I think I'm gonna be big until you big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, the hiccups come.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay. So you back at 12,000.
All right, back at 12,000 show. I'm talking this shit slow as a motherfucker. But guess what, though? I'm still on the road. I'm still booked every week, though. So the money ain't slowing down. 12,000, that's some good money still. It just ain't them 40s and them 50s I was getting.
Right.
But I'm still going to Dubai, you know what I mean?
This is it, folks.
No.
We need you to send the
No. We're not sending no donations to your sucker ass.
Dubai gonna give me more than that, so I'm doing Dubais and all that. But now me and Fly ain't talking because of the litigation, man. Fly not talking at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't drop no music. My show money down. Man, I got a dark cloud over my head, bro. I probably was the person, I would definitely say, I probably was the lowest I was in my life, because you got to think, man, I went from here to here fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I blame myself. And it's growth. And I know it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have said some shit 6 years ago in the interview, a cussing nigga out. And I ain't that same Quan no more because, like, I've grown. So even if I did, I'd tell a nigga, man, don't fault me for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing, man. You know.
That's that. Oh, man, we gonna miss this brother. A lot of us need to possess that type of mentality. I don't know what y'all saying, but, and I get it. We're not giving up excuses, but if a man is real to be like, man, forgive me for that, man. I'm grown. I'm not at that level. I don't know. We have to start giving each other credit. You know what I mean? And meeting people where they stand. And if a person is willing to, you know, be like, man, that was on me, man. I wasn't focused on that then. You got to give them credit because I think because of slavery, we hold each other to such high standards. But when it comes to every other racial group, man, we will let them just kick us in the teeth and treat us however the fuck they want to treat us.
I didn't know, like,
Was it drugs involved?
oh, hell yeah, man, I was on Molly every day. Oof. Well, listen, geeked up, spiked down. Listen, I'm talking, bro, I felt like I couldn't do a show or a song without being on Molly.
When did that start? When did the habit start?
When the habit started.
And Molly been around for a long time. But sometimes I get it, you're escaping reality, and I understand that. I don't be faulting people for that. I'm talking about especially, you know, black folk, because it's very different for us when we get money and we get a little bit of fame. We don't know how to handle it sometimes. You know, I've had family members like that. We all have. They get a little notoriety, a little money, a little fame, and you don't know how to handle it. I just hate that it took this brother's life because this brother had so much information to give us. You know, he could have taught so many kids about what type of money moves to make and things like that because he experienced it. So that's what I love about this brother because listen to what he's talking about. Most rappers is not going to tell you what they own. They'll tell you in a song, but they're not going to tell you in no interview.
Shit. On the road, when I first got the road, on the road, the $800 show, I ain't drink no liquor, no lean, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, after before some type of way, we was doing so many shows, I couldn't stay up. So I knew some people like, bro, I got something to keep you up. And motherfucker kept me up. And, you know.
It was a machine after that.
If you don't mind, who said
That's where the babies was coming from.
If you don't mind, who said that to you? Who said they got something for you to keep you up? Was it somebody from the industry or one of your friends?
It's a family member.
Oh, family member.
Damn. It's family. Yeah, you know, it's family. I got
So
something to keep you
boom,
up.
pop the Molly.
I'm sweating.
You sweating. Is this before you was rocking with Trinidad or?
Nah, this about the time. This about the same time. After like he said, I'm like, what the matter is? Let me see what they do. They hate sweat for real. You know what I'm saying? Cause they gonna like, you know, like I'm telling you, like
Right.
this being real. This around the time I started
Nah,
doing
it is what
you
it
know
is.
what I mean? Cause I wasn't taking them at first. Then,
Right.
I would take them out of bro them there every day, man. And I knew like my attitude was saying I'm bucking on my mama. You know what I'm saying? I ain't showing up to family events. Like,
Oh, man.
I just, the
different.
money, because I felt like, I was like, Mama, all right, Mama, it's all good. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing like, it was a thought. I knew
Man, he's saying real shit. Man.
I was lost in the sauce. Like, if I
Now
could,
when you coming down off the shit, it's like,
yeah, like,
you're like, I don't want to talk to anyone.
anyone, then you know, then I'm already got this cloud over my head.
You're like Smeagol coming down off that shit.
I went and bought black curtains all in the house. That's how I knew I was tripping, bro. I did
Bro.
not want the sun to come up, bro.
The facts.
I brought, it was black curtains
The
all
sun
in the
brought
house.
the shame.
Listen,
It did. It
bro,
brought the shame,
I was
my nigga.
I was popping them off before I brushed my teeth, bro. Like that, I was starting my day. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you really supposed to eat, nigga. And I fuck that. I'm gonna take the Molly then eat. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes you shit. You know what I mean?
Man,
you got to deal
listen,
with.
you can hear your brain
Listen, man.
sizzling.
But guess what though?
Sizzling.
I was making some dope ass music on it though. I can tell you that. That motherfucker had my brain.
Don't
going.
do
Yeah.
that.
I can't. I got to be honest.
No. Look.
But guess what though?
No. You might not.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
wanna
can tell
think
you
about
different.
that.
I already know you don't rock, so you don't know nothing about nobody.
The association of great musicians and drugs is not a new thing, bro.
At all.
No,
It's not a new thing.
That would never be what I would say, but I think about some of my favorites that I've lost to drugs.
Right.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? So I don't, and I also see, working with artists, I see when that becomes a crutch. I see when you start getting the guys who can't.
And this is Math Hoffa and the other brother that's on there. Very intelligent brothers too. They ask very good questions, so I like their platform.
Brush their teeth without doing something. They don't want to go on stage. They don't want to go in the studio. You're sitting there trying to work with them. They're like, let me just do this one more thing, and then I'm gonna come back in and work. And that shit just starts looking like a crutch. And it never,
becomes a crutch.
It never
Yeah.
ends. It
Yeah.
rarely ends well. Like that last pill is never that last thing they take, the last hit, the last bump, the last pill, the last drink. It never is. When I'm there at that point, I'm always like, fuck, I hope you make it. Like the shakes and the recovery.
Yeah, like that shit hell.
And then you gotta go talk to all the people who you shitted on and did dirty.
Yeah, and you knew you was wrong. You know, man ain't touched nobody now like 5 years, bro. 5 years, bro. That's what I'm saying. Because when I first started making that music, I didn't know Miley. You feel me? So I had to get back just to myself. Like, this ain't, you ain't going out like that, little bro.
And you gotta give him props. I'm sorry. We have to give this young brother props because that's very tough to kick with you making a little bit of money, a little bit of fame. Nobody's gonna tell you no. Everybody's gonna make sure you have it, whether it's your family. I know my family wouldn't do that shit. Shit. Let me tell my family, oh, I want some Molly or something. Man, my sister's all in a been done put my ass on blast. Oh, y'all. Warner Dope Fiend, y'all. They would not, but I'm thankful for that because I know they wouldn't do that. But a lot of families, when there's money involved, they'll just, kind of overlook that, and I get it. Because, foundational Black American families in the United States of America, a lot of us, we don't come from anything. So, when you finally get it, sometimes we don't know how to respond. We just know how to react. And for this brother to be like, yeah, I just kicked it and, did what I need to do, and he wasn't on it for 5 years, got to give that brother props for that.
I'm not going out like that, man. All I think about, boy, they already say like David Ruffin. That's when I used to have the Rich Homie Tim. Yeah. He's like, but David Ruffin. And I ain't like, nah, he was a drug. Nah, he wasn't out on drugs. Don't compare me. Don't say I look like him. And I don't want nothing. And that shit was, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I shook that shit, bro. Yeah. I shook it, man. Cause like one day I had to look at myself outside of myself. I had to look at myself outside. I'm like, you tripping. You tripping. Man, real time.
Yo, a lot of artists have sat in that chair and talked about those times. I was shocked when Meth been on the show 3 times. Method Man, shout out to Method Man.
Shout out, big shout out.
And it wasn't until the 3rd time that he talked about just a stretch of time that he was on ecstasy.
Listen, ecstasy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Ecstasy. When I don't encourage drugs, but
yeah, no, we're not encouraging.
Yeah, we're not encouraging, but bro, that was the best. This shit, the best shit ever. Like that and weed.
I get it. I've seen a lot of people, and I get it. It just was probably hard for him to kick.
Bro, cause I just told you, bro. It make you wanna fuck. It make you like, bro. I'm fucking like a motherfucker. I'm rapping like a motherfucker, and I'm up.
Right.
Man,
I'm up.
Did y'all hear what he just said? I'm fucking like a motherfucker. I'm rapping like a motherfucker, and I'm up. Man, we can learn from this, family.
Like, I'm up. Like,
right.
And like I say, for that time.
Yo, they need to find some natural shit
like they
that can just boost your serotonin and have your shit just.
Because they got
the Adderall. They need to find it, bro.
They got the Adderall.
If you got,
but it's different.
It's different.
I fuck with the shrooms, man.
Nah, shrooms is
the ecstasy, bro.
I'm telling you.
You gotta stay away from liquor if you fucking with the shrooms.
Yeah, listen.
Because shrooms and liquor.
Who said that? I didn't know.
That's not a good mix. Shrooms and liquor is not a good mix. Adderall, you thinking fast as fuck.
Adderall, you just be doing that shit.
Yeah, but listen, bro, that ecstasy, bro. Man, the ecstasy turn. Listen, ecstasy turn.
Yeah, you turn into Prince.
Listen, no. Ecstasy turn Urkel to Stefan. I swear to God, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And if you ain't hit your girl right, then you going Superman, boy. On God.
Yeah.
Someone standing up and shit.
However, when you come back down,
listen. Nigga ain't eat. Nigga losing weight. Because you don't eat while you on it. You losing weight. And I'm thinking every day like, damn, one last time you ate Quan, I just had some noodles. You ain't gonna get no green, no protein. No noodles straight. What? Boot up.
Word.
What nigga doing?
Your body's feasting on itself.
Come on, man. Bro, then like, I don't even know how I got off it. Like I said, one day I just woke up like, damn. I don't even want to keep snapping on the kids like that. I'm snapping on the kids for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like that, bro, you tripping.
Wow.
Tripping. I think my mama and I told me, like, you all right? And when she said that, like, you can notice it. Oh, nah, that Mondu, I gotta chill out.
Man.
You know, like, niggas still respect Mondu. Like, I don't give a fuck how much money I got.
Yeah.
Mondu, and then
Facts.
she noticed it. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
tripping. I ain't
Yeah.
touched that shit since.
There it is.
Wow.
There it is.
Nice recovery.
But now I'm gonna smoke. Listen, I'm gonna smoke my weed. I don't care
Weed is
what-
the best shit on earth.
Come on, man. It's natural.
Weed?
Best shit on
It's
earth.
natural. You gotta
Poison
smoke.
ivy is
Okay.
natural.
It's that poison
Poison ivy is natural.
And that's all I wanted to play, just so we can get just his perspective. But that was a very, very good. It was a longer interview, but I wanted to play that because I wanted y'all to hear it from his words about his struggling. And his mom, Foundation Black American, she checked him. I think they gotta be Foundation Black American. Hold on, let's see. Let's look up Rich Homie Quan. Let's look him up. But yeah, man, very good interview. Let's see what we can find. Right, let's see. Young guy too. Dknt Lamar, known freshly. Okay, hold on. From Atlanta, Georgia. Parents, Corey Lamar. Okay. Gotta be foundational. Yeah. Early life. Oh, he was born, right before his birthday. He's born October 4th. Shit. Ah, man. Okay. Man. Yeah. I just think it was important for everybody to listen to that family so we can understand that we have to take this shit serious. You know, we have to always understand too that sometimes our FBA brothers and sisters just need somebody to vent to, talk to, that's our therapy sessions. And I think that brother needed a couple of more therapy sessions, and he was on his way to probably being a real big hip hop artist. And I think he really would have been able to mentor young black men because he been through it, he saw it, and that's what's most important. Very wise man. He was young, but wise. Like once Mom Dukes told me, man, you tripping. He was like, all right, I can't do this no more. So that lets you know that was the love of his mother. Foundational Black America. That power is deep. It's strong. And I just feel like the ancestors probably took him a little quick like they did Nipsey. But we'll always be able to listen to his music and look at his interviews because he started doing a lot of interviews just to give you his trials and tribulations, man. You can learn from that, man. You know what this showed me, David, James Youngblood? We on the same team. We are on the same team. We are not in competition with each other. We are competition with every other racial group. It shows me that time and time again. And I think we have to start acknowledging that it isn't about picking out people's faults all the time. It's about celebrating their wins. You know what I mean? We don't do enough celebrating each other. I remember I did this before. I would be like, man, you see a black person? Hey, man, I like that car. Hey, man, just celebrate each other, man. That gives us confidence, too. We have to celebrate each other and know how to watch each other win. We can't watch each other win and be spiteful and be all pissed. For what? If you're around a person that's winning, you don't know what they got to go through just to get that little bit of win. So I think it's important for us to acknowledge this brother and acknowledge the information that he's left behind so we can study that information. He left us roadmaps about, hey man, you might not want to do Molly. You might not want to be tricking off all your money. You might want to be focused. Like Math Hoffa said, there's got to be some type of natural herb or something to get you on that. I told him, you better go call Tahuti. You better get Tahuti my R.I.P. He'll have you right. And you ain't got to be taking all that shit because, it's just harmful to your body. And it's just sad because he was a young brother, but he was very knowledgeable, very intelligent. And that's what we need in this world. And he's very cognizant of the realities around him. He wasn't taking the blue pill smoothie. He was very much probably on the red pill and probably getting ready to change a lot of stuff. And what I liked about him was he didn't act like, oh, I don't do no drugs, don't do nothing. He was like, yeah, I smoke weed a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, but that's it. Even though they were like, but you know, when you're interviewing, you have to be, you know, subjective. You can't just infringe your belief system on other people. That what worked for you may not work for them. But I can tell you what works for us, being on the same team, being on code, respecting each other and celebrating the wins amongst each other. Even if they're little wins, celebrate them. Don't not celebrate them just because you're upset at somebody else. Celebrate the wins, even when you don't want to. I did it for a long time. I watched a lot of people around me like win. And I was like, damn, when am I going? You know, to the point where you start getting spiteful. And then the more spiteful I got, the more I didn't get shit. And then once I started being like, you know what? I'm happy for them people. I'm happy for that person. I'm happy this person bought a house. I'm happy that person bought a house. Then, you know, the ancestors opened up lanes for me. So I think that's what we need to start doing and give out the information. I was having this conversation at the Core Plantation with a sister. And this sister, you know, we had a little conversation about, you know, homes and you know, she just wanted a little bit more insight. Cause she asked me and I was like, yeah, foundational Black American sister. Oh, such a sweet sister. Her and her husband. Just a beautiful couple. And I told her, I said, I want y'all to do it. I don't care how old you are. Buy something so you can leave something to your children. I don't care where you live at. No. Gave her a little bit of pointers, told her about interest rates and things like that. And she was like, man, I really appreciate it. I'm like, nah, you win, we win. She was like, ain't that the truth? I was like, you win, we win. I be saying that all the time. Shit, my sister know. I stay telling our parents. So when you gonna help with the crib? they probably tired of my ass because I was in their faces every time I talked to them about when you gonna get that crib for my sister. When you gonna? Oh well. Some people be like, oh, Warren, you shouldn't do that. Oh well, you want everybody to win. You want to have that Dame Dash mentality. You want everybody to win. You don't want to be the only person winning. You want everybody to win. So I think that's what it is. And I think Rich Homie Quan, he left a lot of great information. I'm pretty sure he's had some not so great situations, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about and celebrate him for leaving a roadmap for us so we can learn from it. So R.I.P. to him, and much power and respect to his family. And he will be greatly missed. Like I said, like I started listening to his interviews for a while. I just would watch them. They would come up on my YouTube clips, and I would listen to them. And then I just went on there and started listening to a lot of his interviews. I was like, this young brother, man, he's not no dummy. He knows what the fuck is going on. So that really, 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 like, damn. So it's like, just go check out some of his interviews, and he's dropping jewels. And take those and use those as tools and information passing mechanisms. So you can pass that information on to the next young black brother. So they won't walk down the same paths. And I feel like he left the roadmap for us. Let's follow it. But hey, man, that's my time. I hope y'all had a great time, great evening, great night, great morning, whatever it is for you. And again, go look at some of Rich Homie Quan's interviews and just listen to what he's saying and take the information and learn from it. Because that's all we could do, man. R.I.P. to that brother. May he rest in power. And I'm out. Peace.